Hey, what's cracking? How are you doing today? I hope this video finds you doing well. I hope that you, my friend, are sitting on top of the world. If you've never watched one of my videos before, my name is Ricky Dye. I went to prison when I was 15 years old, and I was there for 20 years, 5 months, and 29 days. And I did a lot of things that are wrong in my life. I've made a lot of mistakes. I've done a lot of bad things, and I can't change any of that stuff. Can't change what I did that sent me to prison and sent my life down that road. But what I can do is make these videos. I make these videos to try to inform people of what it's like in prison for a 15-year-old and their family. I make the videos to try to let people know what to expect should they go to prison. And I make the videos so people can maybe realize that their life, though not perfect, may not be as bad as what they seem, or maybe they think it is at the time. And that's what the videos are about, to put you in a better mood, to make you realize your life isn't that bad, and to make you remember that no matter what's going on in your life, to never lose hope, because things can always get better. There was a time I thought I would never get out of prison. Didn't think I would ever see the light of day. But I did. Now I'm free. Now I have a great life. And if that can happen for me, it can happen for you. So I make these videos. I try to make them entertaining, but they always have something behind them, a moral, more or less, some lesson that I've learned, something I'd like to pass on. And with that, I'm going to get into today's video. If you haven't ever watched my videos, you'll like them better if you'll start at the beginning, because they're like a series. I start off when I was a kid, what happened, how I got to where I'm at. Right now, if you've been watching along, I'm at Hinton. It was the first time that they sent Oklahoma prisoners to private prison. And I was there for 8 years, and that's a long time, and a lot of things happened during that time. And that's why during this time, I'm kind of skipping around. I'm not sure if this happened before the last video or vice versa, but it happened during that 8 years. And I know it happened on New Year's Day, which is what we have on Monday coming up here. And that's why I wanted to share this story. I know it happened on New Year's Day because it was on a Monday, just like this one will be, and it gave us a 3-day weekend. And I know that because at Hinton, you would only get visits on Saturday and Sunday during the day. But on this weekend was a 3-day weekend, because Monday was a holiday. We got visits on that Monday too. And I remember that very well, because on Christmas, my mom had sent me some money, and I had already went through that money. And I was broke, and I didn't have nothing. So I come up with a harebrained scheme that I was going to open up a poker game. Now, if you've watched my videos, you know that I'm always getting involved in the poker game, and that I've learned some hard lessons from the poker game. But right now, I'm in a place, I've been locked up a while, and I've learned a lot of bad lessons from playing poker and lost a lot of money. But now I know how to run the poker game. And for anyone who hasn't watched it, I'll briefly go over the poker game. In prison, whoever is the house man gets 10% from every pot. And you'll have quarters, dollars, fives. And what you do is we'll take cards, we change them up. And so that one is a quarter, one's 50, one's $1, one's $5, one's $10. And you'll go and you'll write your name on the back of them in some kind of way. Now mine says guns, because across the back of my shoulders it says Young Guns. That's what they called me when I was a kid in prison. So you sign the back of it. And the reason you want to do that, so somebody can't go and make some that look just like yours and put them in there. You got to make sure that they can't make them look just like that and put them in, which they still could if they go to enough trouble, I'm sure. But you want to make sure you're not playing with people who do that kind of thing. Usually the guys who are playing poker are the same group of guys all the time in prison. You don't get new guys, because there's no one new here. Usually the same people play all the time. And that's what gave me this harebrained scheme to open up the poker game. I get 10% of every pot, but the truth is I'm a pretty good poker player. And whenever I have the rack, that means I have all the chips. When you come to me and you want to get in the game, if you have $3, I'll give you 3 in chips. If you have 20, I'll give you 20 in chips. A lot of us, when we run the game, now when I'm running the game, it's my responsibility to make sure you don't get cheated, and make sure you get your money. No matter what happens with anybody else, it's my responsibility to get your money to you. Now, anytime the guards come shake down, if they find a card that has a mark on it, that's illegal. That's contraband. That's a write-up. It's only a Class B write-up, but it is a write-up. So if you get marked cards, if you get caught with them, that's a write-up, man. So technically, playing poker is illegal. But usually the guards don't care about you playing poker. As long as there's no fights over it, there's no trouble. First time there's a fight over it, man, they'll crack down on it. There won't be no more poker on that unit or whatever. But we're on A unit. The guards over there don't really care. We play poker all the time. If you come and sit down though and they come and bust the poker table and you manage to get away and you got your chips in your pants, whatever chips you got, it don't matter if we all go to jail. I owe you for that. That's my responsibility to pay you. Same time, if the guards take y'all's chips and you ain't got nothing to cash in, all this canteen is mine. So when we first open up the game, I'll have a laundry bag there. It's like a netted bag that you put your laundry in and turn it in. I'll bring an empty laundry bag. Whatever you bring to the table, I'll give you that much in chips. Most people keep it like that. It's all cash. Whatever you bring, that's what you get. Whatever you bring, that's what you get. But some of us will give credit. Some people will say, well, if you bring 5, I'll give you 5 in credit. Then you got to go get the money. But I usually don't open the game unless I got money that I know I can back up what I got going on. And I'll usually give credit because people always pay me. And I never really had a problem with it with most people. And the ones that I am going to have a problem with, I know about how much to give them and where to cut them off. I'm not ever going to come and jump on somebody over what they owe me at the poker table. There are people that will. To me, that's money I won, and I'm not going to beat somebody up for it unless they get disrespectful about it, like more or less like you're a chump and I'm not going to give it to you. Then we got an issue, no matter what it is. But most people are pretty good about paying what they get on credit in a poker game because it's a very serious deal to get credit in a poker game in prison and not have the money. So most people pay it. And you got to have money to run that poker game, though. So what I did is I come up with the idea. There's a guy in our day room. His name is K-Loke. K-Loke's my little partner, man. He shoots dice and stuff. Sometimes, hey, I had some black guys in prison teach me how to shoot dice so that we could go to dice games and these black guys would think I know what I'm doing. And I act like I don't know what I'm doing, but really I do know what I'm doing. They've taught me to lock dice and everything. And we'll be over there shooting dice, and me and them, we'll break the dice game. We'll take all the money because they think I don't know what I'm doing. They make bets with me, but I do know what I'm doing. And me and him are in it together. Maybe sometimes me and 2 guys are in it together. And there'll be a dice game going. They'll come get me, and we'll go over there and try to break that dice game. There's times I've lost money doing it, but a lot of times it works. And people do the same thing at the poker game. There'll be a couple guys come in, and they're playing together. And they're trying to wreck you, man. But, you know, if you play with them all the time, pretty much know who. But there's this dude named K-Loke. And K-Loke's my partner, but they taught me when shooting dice, hey, we might hustle all day together. At the end of the night, we sit down by a light pole and shoot, and one of us going home broke. So friendship is friendship. Money is a whole different thing when it comes to gambling and prison and all hustling. Money is money. Friendship is friendship. And you don't mix them. This might be your friend, but you're trying to get at this dude. When it comes to money, you might get him high when it's over. But right now, I'm trying to break his ass. You feel me? So, I decided I'm going to open poker game. And the reason I'm going to open poker game today is because K-Loke's at visit. There ain't been no weed on the yard. And K-Loke, he's going to come back with some weed. But K-Loke ain't going to get a lot of weed. He's going to get like a little half ounce, some pills, some Xannys that he takes. That's all. And it's for him personal. And he'll get his homeboys high and he'll get in a poker game and put some caps in the poker game. He won't put them pills in there, but he'll put some caps in there. So what I do is I go over to a partner of mine named Ice Mike. And I say, hey, look here, man. My mom can't give me no money till Friday. Friday, she's going to give me $50. Let me get $50 worth of canteen. I'll have my mom take the money to your dad's house on Friday. So he gives it to me. So now I got $50 in canteen. So I go over and open the poker game up right in K-Loke's day room. Because when he comes back from visit, he's going to go to his cell and he's going to handle his business. Whoever brings it back for him. He's going to come out there in day room high, bored, and he's going to see us over there playing cards, and he's going to come get in the game. For sure, that's what's going to happen. And that's exactly what does happen. He comes over and he sits down and he goes playing. For you know it, I got him down 3 or 4 caps in the game. I got everybody else down because the house has the advantage right here like this. You come, you bring $5 to play with. Okay, I got all his chips. I don't just have the ones I'm playing with. I'm the house man, so I got all the chips. But I'm responsible for paying anyone who wins too. So, but what happens is you sit down with 5. As soon as I get a chance, I'm going to bet all your money. If you beat me, you got $10. But you don't got 10, you got 9 because I get $1 out of the pot. Okay? So now you got 9. I bet all your money again. Now you win, you got 18 minus $1.75 cut. You got 16 and a quarter. I bet all your money again. Now I break you. I win the third time. You got to start over. You got $5 in the sack. Now you owe me. So if you win 2 or 3 hands, and now you got your shit back with another $5, then I break you. Now you're down 10. What happens is over time, big bank takes little bank. Eventually, everyone is down. And the ones who do start winning, they're barely getting even with what they've got in the sack and everything. So we play all the way till 4 o'clock count. 4 o'clock count, I'm winning so much. Usually tell everybody, cash out, pay up. Cash out, pay up. But I got everybody down so far, I don't want them to quit. I want to play tonight too. So I tell them all, y'all just keep your chips and come back after dinner. I should have never done that, man. I should have never done that. I let everybody keep their chips, come back after dinner. But what happens is, during count time, K-Loke says, hey, man, I want to pay my paper off. Would you take a couple of these Xanax bars and some weed? Hell yeah, I'll take them. At the time, though, I didn't take pills, man. I probably took blue Valiums a couple times in my life, but everybody just always talked about how good they were and how much they wanted them. So there ain't nothing on the yard, and I think, well, hell, I can take 2 Xanax bars and smoke some weed. Not knowing what it is I'm really taking. I hadn't messed with pills very much. I had no idea 2 Xanax bars was going to tear me out of the frame, man. I thought I would be all right. I take them, I go eat dinner, and then I take them. And I start smoking that. I smoke weed. I'm high. I go to the poker table. I'm just high on the weed. The pills ain't hit me yet. I sit down. Everybody gets back to the table after they eat. And the units are out. We're all sitting there playing. And pills start hitting me. Before I know it, that guy over there has got a stack of money. I'm trying to break him, and he doubles up. Now he's got a big-ass stack of money. But I got everybody else broke. I'll just have to take care of him. Before I know it, he's got a stack. Before I know it, he's got a stack. Now K-Loke's winning. He's got all his shit back. I'm going to have to pay for these pills and this weed. Before I know it, man, they have flipped my rack. Those Xanax bars, I didn't know what the hell was going on. The next day, when it come around, I had paid out all the sack, the whole $50 I had borrowed, and I still owed people. I had to have this shit wrote down because I couldn't even remember it all. 2 Xanax bars, baby, flipped my poker game, cost me everything. I ended up having to ask my mom for extra money and going and borrowing some more canteen from Mike to pay those dudes off. So that's what happened. I got out there trying to be slick. Oh, I got high all right. Kept me broke for the next 2 weeks. My responsibility to pay all those dudes. So that wasn't a very good New Year's Day. But hey, that's the story. Now, I want to tell you, in prison on New Year's Day, guaranteed you're eating black-eyed peas for lunch, and you're getting some cornbread with it and some Jell-O, and that's going to be your New Year's Day meal for sure. And in prison every day for lunch, one day's beans, next day's bologna. Next day's beans, next day's bologna. And that's what's up. But on New Year's Day, you can get some black-eyed peas and cornbread for your lunch. So if you'll stay out of trouble, though, don't go to prison. You don't have to worry about none of these things. And that's what I suggest you do. But if you should find yourself headed that way, don't give up. Because one day you could be sitting here making a video. And that's what's up. And before I get off here, I want to say shout out to the riders and the dyers. As always, had a $20 super thanks. Thank you, brother. I don't have the name on me at the time. I'll say your name in the next video. I'm sorry. But thank you, brother. You know who you are. Thank you for that $20 super thanks. And I will give you a shout out in the next video. Shout out to the riders and the dyers who ride till the wheels fall off, and the dyers keep riding even when they do. Y'all mean the most. I appreciate you guys the most. But I appreciate everyone who has subscribed to my channel more than you could possibly know. And I want to say that before I end the video today. I mentioned a little bit, if you saw the short, that you guys had, what you guys had done for me. When I started these videos this year, I didn't even know how I would make them. And next thing I know, someone gave me an iPhone 10 to make the videos. Then someone helped me get the microphones. Then someone gave me stands. One thing has led to another. And I have just had one blessing after another. And all my life, when someone done something for me, they were trying to get something from me, usually trying to get sex or money from me. And if anyone would have tried to give me something, I'd want to know what they wanted. I didn't trust nobody. I thought people were pieces of shit, and that's all it was. But now, from the videos over the last year, making the videos, talking to you guys through the comments, if you've ever made a comment and I didn't answer, do it again, because I do my best to catch every one. And if I didn't answer one of yours, I truly have missed it. I appreciate you guys reaching out to me on Messenger and Facebook. I've had chats with a lot of you guys. I've made friends with people across the world I never thought I would even know. The whole thing is amazing to me. And you have truly given me the gift of hope this year. And I hope that you've taken something away from the videos. I truly feel that I have made over 1,800 friends. And I appreciate you for it. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do that. Give the video a thumbs up, like, share it with your friends. I'll be happy to see you guys in the new year. And I hope that you're safe. If you go out on New Year's Eve, make sure you make it home. Make sure you're here to watch the next video. Until then, may God bless and keep and protect you and your family. Peace out.